You were not anyone's first pick. That was never the point. Somewhere along the way, being overlooked started to feel like a verdict, like proof of something true about you. It was never that. You have watched the room look past you towards someone taller, louder, more impressive on paper. Someone with the right credentials, the right presence, the right first impression. And you stood there, capable and unseen, wondering what was actually wrong with you. So you started believing what the room believed, that you were the backup option, the one they call once the obvious choices run out, the one who has to work twice as hard just to be considered at all. You have carried that quietly for a long time. Maybe you have gotten so used to being passed over that you stopped expecting anything else. You prepared yourself to be overlooked again because it kept happening, and eventually that starts to feel like the truth about who you are instead of just something that kept happening to you. But being overlooked by people has never once meant being overlooked by me. Those are not the same thing, even when they feel identical from where you are standing. I once sent a prophet named Samuel to the house of a man named Jesse to anoint the next king of Israel from among his sons. Samuel did not know which son. He only knew it would be one of them. Jesse's oldest son, Eliab, walked in first, tall and striking, carrying himself the way a king should. And Samuel took one look at him and thought, "Surely this is the one standing here before the Lord." But I said to him, "Do not consider his appearance or how tall he is, because I have rejected him. People look at the outward appearance, but I look at the heart." So Jesse brought out his second son, then his third. Samuel looked at each one carefully, and each time I said the same thing, "This is not the one." Jesse brought out 7 sons that day, one after another, and each time the answer was no. By the time the 7th son had come and gone, Samuel was confused. He turned to Jesse and asked, "Are these all the sons you have?" And Jesse hesitated. "There is still the youngest," he said, "but he is out in the fields, watching the sheep." Notice that. Jesse had not even thought to call him in. Of all his sons, this was the one nobody considered worth bringing to the room. Not because he lacked value, but because nobody had bothered to look for it. They sent for him anyway, and the moment David walked through the door, dust still on him from the field, I said, "Rise and anoint him. This is the one." The one nobody thought to call was the one I had already chosen, long before Samuel ever arrived at that house. While everyone else in that room was measuring height and presence and the obvious signs of who mattered, I was already out in the field with you, where no one else thought to look. I was never choosing based on what impresses a crowd. I choose based on what I find when I actually look, past the surface, at what someone is carrying inside. So stop trying to become tall enough, loud enough, impressive enough for people who only ever look at the outside. That was never the standard I was measuring you by. I already called you in. I already knew. You were never the backup plan. You were the one I meant all along, from before anyone else even thought to ask if you were in the room. Love, Jesus. New letters from Jesus, daily. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one.